first opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Three games decided, three more to come this wild card weekend. And off we go on this fine Sunday. First and 10.
Let's go now.
On the ground, this is the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Let's go.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's into the hands of Dell. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now Jacobs. And he'll work this out to the 23. Tyke Smith there on the stop.
Here we go, set.
Second down and 8. Here's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A handoff running left, it's Jacobs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
7th play of this opening drive, and here's third down. From the gun, it's Love. He's got his man complete to Dell. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. Packers set to kick this one away. Ball security, a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right to the air. It's Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. 3rd down coming up.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
Hey, alert!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now, a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Right back to Irving. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. And it's also a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. This pass is caught by Cade Otton.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, Quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Real. Cut.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Alert. Key. Real. Watch.
They go play action with Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Point it right.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He's got it at about the 8. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal.
That is such a critical area on the field, Mike, between the hash marks and the numbers. Everyone wants to control the middle of the field. Every offense is targeting it. So what does the defense do? They really pack it. So for a quarterback to be able to put this ball out on the perimeter, it just really stresses these defenses, especially in their coverages.
So after one, here on Super Wild Card Weekend, 0-0 is the score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. Through the snowflakes, this one good. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big, he's strong, he takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw on that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now Love. That complete to Jacobs. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. The motion man is Boyd. From the gun on third down, it's Love. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Here's Daniel Whelan now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line.
Hey, along the line, along the line.
They motion a receiver right.
Got.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A pass pulled in by Irving. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, Mayfield. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Mayfield to throw. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 4th down, on comes Jake Camarda to punt for Tampa Bay. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. This returnable from inside his own 40. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Second down and 3. Here's Love to throw. He's got Dell for that one. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Love to throw it on first down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Let's go now.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Love. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
The motion man is Boyd. On third down, they'll set up to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They'll try it now with Dillon. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right. Got.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Run.
On the handoff, it's Irving. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
On first down is Mayfield. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now the veteran, it's Chase Edmonds. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing is Mayfield. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
As a cornerback, you're only going to get so many of these chances each game to make plays in the backfield. And so far, this guy continues to take advantage of them. That's 2 sacks so far. And with the way this game was going, I wouldn't be surprised to see another.
through the falling snow. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, it's Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Right back to Boyd. He's got it again. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Here we go, here we go. Set, go.
On 1st down, it's Love. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Set.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. A 2nd down throw for Love. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Bucs have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He finds Goodwin, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On 2nd down, Baker going up top for Evans. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And He's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC Wild Card game. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Irving. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Preston Smith there to bring him down. They face 2nd down and 7. A tight end in motion now. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Regular. Up.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Hey, alert.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Quick throw here is complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Irving. And not much there. Down to about the 13. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Run. Alert.
Now Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
King.
Now Mayfield. And he'll take it on in. Keith. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bucs move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air, with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Tyke Smith there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Go play action with Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
3rd and 9. Here's Love to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the Packers punting team. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. They'll run with Irving. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
On the ground is Edmonds. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. Second and 7. To throw is Mayfield. He finds his tight end, Keith. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll run it here with Edmonds. And he's going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
Hey, we're 33.
Here's Mayfield. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. That is the veteran Preston Smith. Works his way in there for the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Set, go.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Love to throw. This one intercepted. He works free, right side. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick six for touchdown. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Buccaneers are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Go.
On 2nd down, Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here we go. Shot.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's Love. Oh, he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And that'll be a pickup of 3. A carry now for Edmonds. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. throwing trash. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
I can tell you firsthand, Mike, snowy conditions are tough for everybody, but they can be especially tough on the kickers. You just can't practice this. There's nothing you can do to simulate your plant foot, the ground. In this case, it winds up no good.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
On the jump.
Love. He's got his man complete to Dell. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now Love. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the safety, Jordan Whitehead. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Let's go.
Slot man in motion right. Try the jet sweep here. Let's see what they can get. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That complete to Jacobs. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case,
and for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
Ready?
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So, a win here for the visiting Bucs.